Okay, so today you are going to learn how to use a MATLAB to solve the dynamics problems. And of course, I try to make this slide for you. Okay, so I'm just going to show you here. And we're going to be using the MATLAB Online, okay? Because they give you 20 hours free every month. So make sure you register that with your student account and hit on MATLAB icon next to your profile, and it will get to you. Okay, and of course I will show you. I'm gonna show you when we get to the class. Okay, so if you go to my account on MATLAB MathWorks, and you will see this little MATLAB, okay, place. And of course, you can be able to use, all right, 20 hours. See, now you can be able to use 20 hours every month. So make sure you take advantage of that. Okay, so now I'm just going to go back to into the MATLAB software and where I was before. So here is pretty easy. You have your home tab, plots, your apps. Your editor is where I am because I am scripting, and you can publish, of course, to the website if you want to. Okay, and here is your website. You can publish it to PDF if you want to, and of course, your view is going to be here to control, all the view windows. Your home looks like this, and editor is like this. Okay, so it's up to you. You can be able to make time and then go into each one of them. Okay, so it's really powerful software that all of us really like to use. I don't know, like I think every engineers and of course people in the technology, we use this every day. Okay, we can live without it because it's a very good. So anyway, so first what you're going to do is to make a script. Okay, so here is a new script. Of course, if you click on it, another window is going to be open. So here I wrote it down, like go ahead and start a script. So when you start to code, and here is a problem that we're trying to do. So here we're just trying to do the convert the following units. Of course, we're going to have to program. So your MATLAB is going to calculate that for you if you program it by using the MATLAB software. So we are opening the MATLAB right now, and then of course we create a new script. Okay, I'm just going to write it down here for you. And of course, if you create a new script, you're gonna get untitled. So I like to save it, even though of course formal, like way of doing it is to type the code, and then when everything is okay, then you save it at the end. Okay, so but it's up to you, whichever way you want to do. I like to save it. Okay, I'm just going to write down save the script. script. You can save it at the end. You can save it frequently. Okay, so whichever way you want to do is fine. So now I'm just going to go ahead and of course save. Okay, and your save is when you look at it, you will see like script, and you can go live. All right, and many different functions are also here, but right now we'll just go with the on regular, okay, basic script. So you can access from here, and then of course you can access from here. Of course, so this cloud, okay, the web MATLAB is a little different from us. So I think it's automatically, okay, do it for you. So what we're gonna do here, and of course your setting is going to be right here, the little gear, and of course you can be able to change the setting as you need it. Okay, so right now we're just going to start with a very basic code, so therefore we're not going to get into this. Your simulink, and this is a really good, and I usually love simulating. And anyways, here is of course, if you want to clear the command, you can be able to clear it by by clicking on this. Okay, so your favorite, you can save your favorite if you have like so many MATLAB files. Your MATLAB file always end with a little m like that, so you know that if you have a .m, meaning that you are dealing with a MATLAB file. So right now we are just going, I just open a new for you. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you can save the entire workspace. Okay, so if you click on it, it will save the workspace. The workspace is going to be right here that you can see. Okay, so right now we're empty because we haven't coded anything. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we are going to save it before we code it. So your save situated right here. Okay, so that the shortcut is going to be same as Microsoft. So we go by Control S. So go ahead and hit a Control S. And it will show out this. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do, since I already wrote it, you will be saving a velocity calculation from position data. Right now we are going to make a new file, so I want you to save it with this file. Okay, so let's just go in here, and then we are going to save it as a unit conversion example, and then of course your last name. Okay, so right now I'm just going to go ahead and run it. Of course, a moment. I'm going to have to write my name, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and put my name on it. So anyway, so I want you to, okay, write your name, and then of course put it into, okay, here, right, .m. So I will be saving my new script, okay, like that. Because then what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to learn, okay, how to, of course, actually I'm just gonna example. So I will show you the example like that. Of course, so what you need to do is each and every one of us, all right, when we start to code, we have to type. Okay, so if you don't type, you're gonna have an issue. So the very first thing, do not rely on the AI. Okay, if you rely on the AI, you will be completely cheating, and you will never know how to actually code it. And even though you get the job, some of the places won't allow you to use the AI. Some of the places will allow you to use AI. However, sometimes you can't be able to fix it. You know, it will take a long time for you to figure out some of the limited access, or if you have like a confidential, all right, a patented material that your company is trying to do some new stuff, then you're gonna have into serious issue. Okay, if you can't be able to even read what the AI coded for you. Yes, so make sure do not rely on the AI. You're very basic. You have to type. Okay, so then you uh, actually know the code. So what you're gonna do is you will type it in. Okay, right now I'm not going to type it. You have to go because in order for me to reduce the recording time. Okay, I can't type each one of them, but I will definitely ask you to type it. Yeah, so if you type it, it's gonna show up like this. So you go CLCCLEAR, and then of course you are going to give an empty line, and then you will get into the comment %% and green line. This is your comment line. Okay, and then of course we start to give the information that we have from our problem. Your problem is giving you a 5 centimeter. Okay, so therefore we write on centimeter. We're given a value, and that is 5. So exactly as it is we write, and of course I close it with a semicolon. So don't forget to write the semicolon. You know, your semicolon looks like this. So your very first code is going to be this, and do not forget it. Otherwise, your MATLAB is not going to understand what that is. And then of course we are finding the inch. So this is your equation. So in order for you to find the inch, we will have to divide the centimeter with 2.54. Okay, conversion units. So these conversion units are widely available for you on Google or anywhere in the textbook. Many textbook will give it to you what the conversion unit is, or you can find it. You can call your Siri, Alexa, you name it. It will give you the conversion code. Okay, the factor. So it's just 2.54 going from inch to centimeter. So we are going to program that. So inch is equal to centimeter divided by, make sure you give the space, space, and space, and space here, 2.54, okay? And then, of course, I'll close it with the centimeter. And then, of course, you are going to code, okay, each one of them all the way to the end of, okay, kilowatt, because your problem asks you to find, okay? So we are programming each one of them all the way to the horsepower and the kilowatts, okay? So first is centimeter to inch, feet to mile, degree to radian, pound to slug, kilogram to pound, and then of course a joules to BTU is a British thermal unit, and then horsepower to kilowatts. So that's what we want to do. So make sure you type each one of them in. Okay, typing is really, really important. So make sure you do that. Otherwise, you will never learn how to code it. So I'm gonna give you some time to do that. Go ahead and do it. Okay, so right now we have already typed in everything that we need to type. So we're right here. So the last thing is going to be you will have to print it. Okay, if you don't print it, it will not show you the answer. So therefore, you will display the results. And the code is F print, and then F, you're gonna have to start with F and then end with F, and then of course a bracket. Do not forget the little feet, okay, symbol right there. And then of course we will title unit conversion results, semicolon, colon, and then backslash, and then n, another slash, and then n, and then close it with a little, okay, feet symbol, and then close the bracket, and then close the semicolon for the code of line, okay? And of course, so you are going to type in all of it in order for you to print the centimeter to inch conversion, feet to mile conversion, degrees to radian conversion, your pound to slug conversion, your kilogram to kilo, okay, your pound to kilogram conversion, of course, and then your joules to BTU conversion, and then of course your HP and kilowatts, conversion. Okay, so once you type it in, you're gonna get all the codes, all right, or properly programmed in the MATLAB. So we have altogether about 41 lines. Okay, make sure you give a nicely spaced and nicely commented. Okay, each of the comment got to show what you're doing, so people who read your code will understand what you're doing. Okay, so once we finish programming, we are going to run the script. Okay, so before we run, of course, you can save it if you want to, because we already typed it in, and then go to the editor tab and then run it. Yeah, so if you run it, you are going to get, look at this, and here, of course, this is your script window, and then you have a command window. Okay, so you can widen the command window by just gently pull, all right, your window like that. And of course, you can be able to see unit conversion result, giving you all of the answer here for you. See how easy that is to use a programming to calculate a lot of the equations, okay, that we want to calculate. It's going to save you time, and you're going to have to program it only one time. Yeah, so if you want to convert a different unit, all you have to do is just change it here. Yeah, and of course keep your conversion factor intact. So all you have to just go in there, open your script, and change your given value, and it's going to give you many different answer like that. Okay, so and I give you example, all right, another example that you need to try, and we'll be asking you to do it. Another place that I want to show you is a workspace. So your workspace is going to show you the data. Yeah, so your data, we have a BTU and value, of course, and it is showing you, each one of your answer is going to be right here. We can go in there, of course, if you want to go in there, it will show you the table, where the data come from. Okay, so you can do that many times here, and the data will be stored there, okay, for you. And of course, you can close it by each one of them. Okay, all right, so after we finish it, what I want you to do, okay, is to calculate, okay, the exercise. So your exercise is going to be right here. Okay, so I want you to do the conversion exercise assigned to you, and I will give it to you in the class. Okay, so make sure you save it. I want your MATLAB, okay, file. Okay, I will give you a place to upload for the MATLAB exercises at the end of this week. So make sure you play with it, and then of course I'll be giving you all of the conversion exercise, yeah, from a interactive textbook, and you can be able to practice your coding. Okay, make sure you at least get how to program. At least you have to get how to program the conversion. The program is really easy. You need a conversion factor. This is what you want to calculate. That is what has been given. Okay, and of course going from here to here has always division. Okay, and we already understand that. All right, that's it for the MATLAB, and make sure you save it before you close. Okay, and go back to your account. Okay, so you can go back to account, and we can be able to understand, of course, how many. All right, how many hours you use. So make sure you leave about yeah, for this class, do not use or 20 hours. Okay, make sure you save it. Yeah, about I need about 10 hours. So I give you 10 hours, and don't stay online in the MATLAB for a long time, and leave about 10 hours for this semester. Okay, all right, that's it.